study? What books are you reading? What music are you listening to? What are you watching on TV? What are you studying in your leisure time? What are you dissecting? This is another way for you to turn that mindset from poor to broke. When people get money, a lot of times they say the people that grew up with them or came up with them, you've changed. You're different. You're supposed to change. They use the word change in place of fake or fraud or being unloyal. Oftentimes, if you talk to these billionaires, to these CEOs, they tried to bring the people up with them that they came up with. They tried to help them be successful, but these people didn't have that work ethic. They didn't have that hustle, that lion in them. So then that individual that's successful would then have to make a tough decision, which is, do I cut this person off, or do I become responsible for their well-being and their livelihood, giving them money and ensuring that they eat? I don't have a problem giving anybody an opportunity. I don't have a problem showing you how I did what I did, but I won't do it for you. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to me. I have other investments that I want to do. I have other things that I want to accomplish, and you want to take my time for me to do for you what you should do for yourself. And also, it's not fair to you because now I'm building you up to this position, and now you're in this position and you don't know how to keep it. So essentially, I'm setting you up for failure, and it's going to be worse than if I left you at the bottom, because I'm going to build you up to this mountaintop and then watch you fall off of it. So sometimes when you start to attain success, unfortunately, you have to part yourself from people that you've grown close to your entire life, grown up with, and known your entire life. If they're not willing to grow with you, then you have to grow without them. I had one more. Yeah. What are your goals? Yeah. Poor people have poor goals. Broke people have broke goals. Not crapping on anyone, not talking down on anyone, but it's just the truth. Someone who is homeless has a different mindset and goal versus someone who has a steady place to stay and a steady income, of course, right? It's the same thing if me and you are making the same amount of money and you think you're poor and I just think I'm broke. So your goals are just to pay your bills and live paycheck to paycheck. Me, on the other hand, I'm dissecting my finances. I'm doing forensics on my income to see exactly how much money I spend on food, on transportation, on entertainment, on room and board. And then I am seeing what money I have that I can invest. What money can I put into a 401k? Can I buy stock with? Can I go and start to look at other means of getting income? See, once you're broke, when you believe that you are broke, not poor, then you believe that you should not be broke. You're just broke because you didn't execute. You're just broke because you don't have a goal or a plan. So you have to come up with a strategy. You have to come up with a plan to execute to get out of being broke. But when you're poor, you simply just believe it's everybody else's fault that you're poor. Mama didn't put enough aside. Daddy spent too much at the ponies. Brother took it all for college. Sister needed it all for prom. Whatever excuse you come up with, I guarantee you there's a millionaire, a thousandaire, a billionaire, a successful person out there who has been in the same situation as you and overcome them. That's not for me to say that your situation isn't true, or to say that the pain or the obstacles aren't real. They are. But it's for me to let you know that's not an excuse. It might be a reason, but there is no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse not to execute and go after the goals that you have in your mind. There is no reason to not execute and go after and seek out your true potential in yourself. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the universe to show them what you are before you leave this planet, before you leave this plane in existence. So at the end of the day, your goals, who you hang around with, and what you put into your spirit and your system is going to determine whether or not you feel poor or whether or not you feel broke. And if you feel poor, it's a mindset. If you say you're broke, then it's also a mindset, but it's only defining your temporary situation. Hopefully that understand it. Thank you for the question. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll do my best to do a video on them as soon as I can. This was the question of the day, if you will. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.